Sometimes you get a real mashup of something in a box that each one is fabulous, but in such a disparaging way to the other things that it's fun to try to make sense with them as a group. Huh. So we're going to do a quick one here, um, with two sculptures. One is the horn of something, probably a steer, or an ox, and it's actually mounted on another piece of bone or horn, actually horn, because I checked it, and it's a little bit carved in that it has grooves on it. And they used to use these for, well, bigger versions of these for powder horns, but once that went out the door, they had to think of new things. So this, guess the only thing I can think that it might have been is some kind of pen holder, maybe, or a vase. It seems pretty weird, but it has a beautiful shape and it's very organic. So there you have it. Now this one next to it is sublime. This is an Egyptian from the an Egyptian sculpture, and you've got your pharaoh-like figure of a woman, and she is being embraced by a dragon or phoenix of some kind. And bring her a little closer there. The lizardy thing is very intricate. This is all bone. This has been carved from some kind of bovine, probably. And it's pretty intricate. It's not the most intricate I've seen, but it's pretty good. Look, is that a fish up there? Yeah, just another detail. But she is wonderful. She's extremely wonderful. And there were two Egyptian revival periods in history, but this one is probably from the 1920s, when they were digging up all those tombs down in Egypt and taking away the good stuff and getting curses put upon them. So that is a real little beauty, a real find, and putting that up for sale. And it's on a nice piece of wood, and you can see it's got numbers in the old way of writing numbers. So that's that. The book of books. Well, you can pretty much tell what this is. Although I'm always telling people not to judge a book by the cover. But here we have a story of the English Bible. Now, who would have thought? It's from the Religious Tract Society, and there they are learning something from an old guy with another guy watching over them. I'm going to make a little more comments about that. And there is the list of contents, and they probably would have gotten a lot further if they put illustrations on them. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, today's video is brought to us by Optimism because we really, really need it. Okay, here we have the creme de la creme of the lot. It's a hand-painted linen. Look at this. Look at this. A hand-painted linen fan. It's got a very early celluloid, so it's probably about 1900. And very beautifully made with the lace at the top and the sides and the wonderful little flourish that's hand painted on there. And it is in amazingly beautiful condition. So somebody was the belle of the ball with this beautiful fan. Now, this is an old box from when people used to actually send cards, but we'll move on from that because I have too many things to say about it. And then down here we have some Bakelite goods. We've got Bakelite framed goggles. Now these could have either been used by a pilot or they could have been used by a welder. And the strap is missing, but otherwise they're in incredibly good condition. Usually they're a lot more roughed up. I love the way that they put the little screen in so that the air can flow through. So there's something also from the 20s and the 30s. And then we have Bakelite knobs. These came off of a bureau or cabinet of some kind. They have a little groove and they need to be cleaned up, but that's no problem. And the screws go in through the back, and okay, beautiful little screws, little Bakelite handles on a little Art Deco cabinet. And then back here, not to be left out, underneath the Optimism is a little tiny cash box, and it still has its key, but there's no key mechanism. So that's just a little thing. I never figured out cash boxes because, if you're trying to keep people from stealing your stuff and they just pick up the box and walk away, I mean, you're sort of done like a dinner. But anyway, that's today's little lesson, and we are going to move on and do something else that's fun, and I hope you do too.